to What's Right with the World with your host, Glenn Ambrose.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. So today we are talking about, in What's Right with the World, we are talking about response to tragedy. So positive responses. You know, we're always hearing the news stories about all these difficult things happening, especially recently with the natural events happening and you know, all the tornadoes and hurricanes and all this stuff. And what I want to focus on is people's response to that, because that is really, I've seen a huge upswing with that, and technology is helping us with this, you know, helping us in a lot of different ways. And one of those ways we're going to get right into with the first headline. Ben, what's that first headline?
About a month ago, we had shared on the Great Love Project a story about Tesla and other technology companies offering to help in the rebuilding of the infrastructure and electric grid for Puerto Rico. And there was an article that came out from TechCrunch about Tesla making quick work of Puerto Rico hospital solar power relief project. So basically, Tesla has kept good on their promise from September of helping in rebuilding by creating a power facility of solar energy that will run a hospital in one of the bigger cities.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, this is the exact type of stuff that we don't usually hear about. And if it's out there, we don't put much focus on it. You know, it's big business this, big business that. And it's not that there aren't negative aspects to actually everything we're going to talk about. You know, the what happened to Puerto Rico was a horrible thing. You know, it's very difficult for a lot of people. We get that, and we're not overlooking that. But what we're trying to put the focus on is the good in the world, and that some of these even large companies, and you're going to see that as this podcast goes on. It starts at the basic level of, you know, one little kid doing something, and it goes all the way up into large corporations where corporations are doing good. And I think that this is a wonderful example of how, you know, this huge corporation is helping. And, you know, not only are they going over there with solar power, but they're setting it up for a hospital. You know, like, I mean, what's better than that? That's sheer focused energy going right towards a solution to help people that need help. That's exactly what that is. And, you know, that's the type of stuff that you're going to hear more and more of in this podcast as we move forward. So that's something to really give us a lot of hope about. And so what's another one?
Well, we also have, you know, keeping on the topic of the hurricanes, because there's been so much. You wanted to talk about J.J. Watts,
right?
Of the Houston Texans.
That jumped out at me like immediately when we were tossing this idea around, because they just kept popping it on TV, and I kept seeing updates, which was amazing. He originally wanted to start raising. His goal was $200,000. And
the last figure that I saw was north of like, I think it was 40 million.
Wow. Yeah. See, the last I had heard it was over 37. So now he's over 40 million. I mean, over $40 million that this football player raised for the hurricane that hit Texas. You know, and he had a goal of $200,000. $200,000, and he raised over $40 million. That is unbelievable. That is people from all levels, you know. And I know that in our own area, like some of, you know, a lot of it is associated with football. And I know that Tom Brady from the Patriots and Bob Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, made some decent-sized donations. But I just heard about that because that's where I live, you know. But there are huge donations coming into that fund, but there's also kids donating $1 and $5. And that's the stuff that adds up. And because, somebody can pop on and do a GoFundMe page in 10 minutes, just about, and get it up and running, we have the ability to do things like this. I just think it's phenomenal, and it deserves a spotlight.
And if you're interested in more of these examples for the response to a natural disaster, we have several news stories shared on the Great Love Project Facebook page, or you can search it with the hashtag What's Right with the World, of a 7-year-old raffling his signed soccer jersey to donate to the Puerto Rico relief, and then the soccer star matched the jersey, matched the proceeds with donation, and sent the kid another donation back.
Right. That kid didn't know that was going to happen.
Exactly.
Either,
no, it was a little kid doing what he could.
Yeah.
And inmates in Texas donated over $50,000 to the Harvey relief effort.
Wow.
Detroit's formerly homeless citizens make solar panels to send to Puerto Rico. There's a lot of stuff that obviously we can't cover all in this episode, but it's all on our Facebook page.
Right, and it's and that's just stuff that we can fit on the Facebook page. So there is tons of this stuff, and this is a good example. Getting to the core and underneath this stuff. This is a good example of human nature. Oftentimes we're going, oh, technology is so bad, it's wrecking our society. Well, what's it doing that's good for our society? Let's focus on that. Getting the word out there, making it easy for people to donate, things like that. This is what becomes of it. This is, so there's this type of good that's happening all the time. We naturally do care for one another, and these are all examples of that. So let's put focus on that and keep expanding that. And that's really the topic for today. We want to touch on this. So thanks for listening. This is what we're going to be doing, giving you quick shots with some headlines, talking about it a little bit, and shining the light on some positivity. So go out, have a great week, and we will bring some more positivity to you next week.
Glenn is available for life coaching sessions, in person or via phone and Skype. To book an appointment or for more information, go to glennambrose.com, follow him on Facebook and Twitter, or click the link in the description of this episode.